Welcome into the Cheely Law Review. My name is Ben Burnett. Bob Cheely is my guest today. Bob, I have to tell you, I love Instagram. I love it. How does social media impact what you do with your clients?
It's amazing to see how far we've come. I started practicing law in 1982 and didn't have any of these things, obviously, until recent years. And it's really changed the way that lawyers like me have to prepare our clients from day one when they walk in the door and sign a fee agreement for us to represent them. And in the ancient of days,
like the 1990s?
Yeah, or the 80s, I told my clients, all right, you're injured. You've described to me the limitations now that you can't do a lot of things that you said you used to be able to do. And I believe you, but I just want you to know that insurance company that has
resources
coverage, for this defending this case, they're going to probably hire a private detective to follow you and take pictures of you doing things. You just have to be aware of your surroundings because they may
follow you
to the grocery store and showing you're carrying a big bag of groceries or something to your car. And so you just need to be aware of that because they'll take these photographs and videos and try to show them to the jury and say, look, they're not hurt at all. You don't see any.
Ben is totally fine. He carries 14 bags of groceries and puts them in his trunk all the time.
Exactly.
But as you see that change in 2023, 2024, what role does social media play inside a courtroom in some of these cases that you see and know about? Some you represent, some you don't.
What I see now is, and I've had experience in a trial back in 2015, where the entire defense, this was a clear liability case where a big tractor trailer runs in the back of my client's vehicle. It's close to 70 miles an hour and on the interstate. The only thing that the defense really focused on at trial when I put my client on the stand to testify, the only questions that they asked of her, she was a 19-year-old college student, was they showed pictures of her on social media, where she had 5 or 6 pictures where she was smiling.
Been to a formal, been to a dance.
Yeah. And, they just tried to put doubt. They used that for the sole reason of trying to hook at least one juror, trying to place doubt. Doubt is their product, the defense. And they're just trying to plant a seed of doubt that she's really this badly hurt with PTSD or mild to moderate brain injury. By showing her smiling in some pictures on Facebook, that's something that we all have to tell our clients: stay off of social media. Don't say anything about this case. Our preference is you not even be on there at all, because I've seen how they try to use it defending the cases, and it's harder to get a young person whose entire social life revolves around social media to go cold turkey and turn it off totally. But that would be my preference.
When you look, let's assume you're talking to somebody under the age of 30. I remember life before the internet, which I'm 40. That now makes me old because my children think it's amazing that we could have a world where we didn't have the ability to send a iMessage. If they can't stay off social media entirely, at this point, social media utilization and addiction is out of control. But when you sit down with them, you tell them, do not speak about this case in any way, shape, or form, and be conscious of what you put on there. Are there instances where social media utilization can be helpful, or is it something that you just only risk losing?
I can't think of a single instance where social media postings has benefited a client's case.
Have you seen social media take the place of some of the private investigations?
I think it has taken the place of PI work by the defense. I don't really see that much surprise we've got your client on video anymore. And I don't take cases anyway where they're marginal injuries, whether it's where it's difficult to establish that the client had genuine permanent injuries. I don't take whiplash cases.
You're pretty selective about what you move forward with.
Yeah, it's got to be a serious injury that's supported by medical evidence.
This has been another episode of the Cheely Law Review where we have discussed social media and your clients. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week, everybody.